Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Quail, and today we're meeting back up with Frank, part of Porsche product PR. He's such a nice guy. I first met him a few years back with the GT4 RS, and we did an interview back then.
We did.
It's great to see you again, and I wanted to ask Frank if he can give us a quick walk-around tour of the new GT3 RS MR, which takes the RS from the GT3 to the whole nother level. Which I already thought, like, the GT3 MR was super incredible. Then the GT3 RS, it felt like a noticeable step up. This is a whole different animal, so I'd love to check it out with you.
Yeah.
So overall, the whole incentive behind this package, again, you guys got involved with Manthey. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, Manthey. Yes, we're involved. Porsche owns 51% of Manthey, and Manthey has a long history of endurance racing. They support Porsche on the WEC side in the World Endurance Championship, but they have a long history, particularly at the Nürburgring, but other tracks as well, in endurance racing victories, but also developing track-focused products and components for road cars. And since Porsche has become directly involved with Manthey, they have developed different kits for some of our most track-focused cars, like the GT3, the GT4 RS, GT2 RS, and now the latest kit is for the current 911 GT3 RS, which, Austin, you have driven.
Yes, sir.
And this kit is essentially designed to make the car even more track-focused, focusing primarily on the downforce of the car, so the aerodynamics, and the suspension. So as you can see, on the downforce side, we have a larger front splitter than the standard.
And these canards are new right here on the side, right?
The canards are additions as well. A larger front splitter to promote downforce, talking about 1900 pounds of downforce in total at top track speed, or at 177 miles an hour. It's close to the car's top speed.
Isn't this package like, so if a customer wanted to get, okay, let's say I bought a GT3 RS, so way to get into this is that I can go directly to my dealer,
yes,
and they can help figure out the weight of the package.
Correct.
Through you guys.
Through us, yeah. So the car retains its warranty.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, and we currently have around about 70 Porsche centers in the U.S. that are certified Manthey dealers.
It's a separate certification to become a Manthey dealer?
They get the training to install the kits, to service the cars. There are some things that are different when you're installing.
Even the rear wheel it's not coming to my... Yeah, the aero disc. I'd love to check that out back here.
So that's a signature component of the Manthey kit. Improved downforce as well. You know, you're optimizing airflow around the side of the car. And then the signature piece of all this is, of course, the fin and the wing end plates. So you can see the rear window is now completely covered.
Oh, yeah.
And the fin also increases downforce. The rear window in the cover in carbon fiber is about 25% lighter than the window that it replaces.
So I'm noticing so much aero above the vehicle.
Correct.
Obviously, underneath, you can improve downforce significantly. Are there any upgrades for the underbody for the aerodynamics?
Yes, there's an aerodynamic of the underbody for improved downforce as well, to just seal off the air better. We also, because now the car is making over 2,200 pounds of downforce, where the GT3 RS was making about 1,800, I
thought, yeah.
Yep. So about a 20% increase in downforce over the standard GT3 RS. So as you know, what happens if you increase downforce, you also have to increase the spring rates.
Oh, of course.
So we have different spring rates. They're about 30% higher at the front and 15% higher at the rear. Also have new coilover dampers that are separately adjustable in compression and rebound.
Real quickly, are you tired of getting rock chips on your car, especially from going to the racetrack? Well, this video is brought to you by Speed Phenom Film, your go-to destination for all your paint protection film needs. Located in Carlsbad, California, call 760-496-8607 today, or check out the contact information in the description down below to find out a quote completely for free and with zero hassle. Protect your car today so you can enjoy it. Back to the video. What really made this car stand out against other track-focused supercars was that, or sports cars too, you can do so much with the adjustability of
the differential and the rebound. You still retain that.
Really, so even with the upgraded spring rates and the other suspension upgrades,
you still retain that. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to this overall build, obviously the aggression It's been
Yeah,
escalated
you
so
can
much.
see the huge wing end plates. You know, they're probably, you can see the cutout here for the standard car. You can see how much bigger they are. You can also see that the rear strakes of the car right here
I think
are
there's more,
significantly
right?
bigger. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They're significantly larger. So all of this again is contributing to the downforce of the car. And then there's also little details like we have steel brake lines just to give you
Okay.
an even more precise and consistent pedal feel when you're doing that extended lapping, which you like to do.
I love to do
Yep.
that. It really makes these cars
So-
stand out against other cars.
And as some people might think, well, what did you do to the engine? The engine, nothing, right? The engine
I
is
love
still
that.
518 horsepower, which we think is enough for the track. It seems like a good sweet spot of power for a track car to have around 500 horsepower.
Yep.
That's where we've been with the GT3, GT3 RS products for the last 15 years or so. But you can see that over time we've significantly improved the lap time and drivability
Yep.
of the car through other measures like suspension, tires, aerodynamics, downforce,
balance, chassis.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's one thing I love about you guys. There's a massive misconception I think out there when it comes to like how to make a car faster. There's easy ways to do it. You know, you can just throw a ton of horsepower or just the biggest upgrades ever. But you guys are focusing on, okay, well, how do we make what we have already even further maximized with efficiency? You don't need to throw on too much horsepower. You're finding ways to keep the weight the same, if not lighter, and improving and dropping that track times, the lap times, way down by emphasizing what you see in Formula One, right? In Formula One and these professional just racing series, they're always concerned about weight. You guys are as well. You're pointing out how that carbon rear deck is lighter, right? And then how could you make other portions of vehicle get maximized, such as aero? So I just love pointing that kind of stuff out. And you feel that on the track. We were talking off camera, me and Frank, certain vehicles, when they're extremely balanced and they're lightweight, you can go to the track more often and have more fun over time. You don't go through consumables as fast, gasoline as fast. So that's why when I go to the track and I see tons of Porsche drivers, they're consistently able to put down fast times. So that's what I see with this guy right behind us. It's just, for us track enthusiasts, it's looking like it has all the elements that you'd want. Quick question, actually, Frank.
Yep.
I'm noticing, you might have pointed this out, but with these exit holes right here, what is that optimized for? It just, I guess
That's
it kind of
air
pulls
extraction.
air
Yeah, it pulls air because the idea of these brakes right here is to direct air away from the air intake of the engine.
Okay.
And this helps extract the air through the DRS spoiler and through here as well.
So this is underneath, right, the DRS section?
Yep.
So with the standard 3RS, I thought you just have
these
this
outer
one right
ones.
here.
Yep, and then this kit has added these as well.
What are you finding with this center, I'm going to call it shark fin almost? How is that helping to optimize, let's say, the balance of the vehicle?
It gives you even more aerodynamic stability at high speeds. It's, this feature, you probably recognize it from our GTP car, the 963. So it was inspired by that. But yeah, overall, a great package. Importantly, this kit is available in the US. The kit for the GT2 RS for the 991.
I remember that one.
Also available in the US for people that have a GT2 RS and are looking for a kit for that. We have kits for the GT4 RS, for the 991.2 GT3 RS. So if you're looking to just increase that track focus of one of those cars, should you happen to
Is there
own
one
it
for the Spider RS? Or I thought, no, that's
there's not
softer.
one for a Spider RS. Yeah, that has softer spring rates than the GT4 RS. That's more of a road tune. Manthey tends to focus on the most track-focused cars, which are typically the coupes.
I'm curious, when it comes to the track setup, oftentimes I'll find with brands, they'll make a vehicle, let's say, very track-focused, but towards the limit, it might feel a bit tame where they're trying to protect the driver and make it, like, let's say, understeer a bit more, or let's say not as aggressive as other brands can be. how would you characterize how this car would drive towards the limit? I mean, is it all about giving the maximum performance, or does it dial it a little bit back, the slight understeer?
Honestly, the suspension offers a lot of adjustability to tune it the way you want. So I would say the standard street alignment on the cars is more on the safe side.
Yeah.
Then there is a track alignment setting for the GT3 and GT3 RS from the factory and the track supplement, the owner's manual, that you can have the dealer put on the car. Manthey also has their base track alignment settings.
Do you get like a separate owner's supplement for this kit right here?
Yeah, there's values for that. But honestly, if the Manthey kits are not so much about setting fast times, they're about driver confidence, because once you're confident as a driver,
that's a great way to put it.
The lap times kind of come automatically, right? You become a quicker driver usually if you're confident in the car, you feel safe in it, you can push it. So that's typically what the cars are set up to do. So probably as a baseline, the car will have a very slight understeer tendency at the very limit, but not much. But again, that is completely up to the driver. If you want to have your Manthey dealers set the car up differently, then they can work with, there's a lot of adjustability in the car to set it up the handling the way you want it.
Yeah, all that
the suspension
changes
offers a
so
lot of that nuance.
I like how you pointed that out. One thing I've learned from testing a lot of cars, a lot of brands, some cars can have a super high performance threshold, a super fast lap time. But to get there, it takes one heck of a driver that has no fear. Let's say he's like a Mad Max almost. But then other cars I've found, if you can make an approachable limit and make that approachable limit so good that you're already up towards a threshold higher than everybody else, it's easier to go fast.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of these cars give you that feeling, and I've had that feeling in this, and I've tracked it on a few different tracks like Thermal and PECLA, Porsche Experience Center. A few last questions for you, Frank.
Yeah.
I've noticed towards the front where the duct is, you have these new extensions,
air guides,
right?
Yep. Again, part of the overall downforce package to further improve it. One thing to mention as well, unrelated to the Manthey kit, but of course you can pair it with that. So the GT3, GT3 RS, we have several tires that are spec'd on the car and that you can get. The standard tire is typically a Pirelli product or a Michelin Cup 2, but we also have more extreme track-focused tires, like for the GT3 RS we have the Cup 2R Michelin and the Pirelli Trofeo RS. But then now we've also realized that some people, they like to drive their car on the road, maybe also in the fall or when it's a little cooler, or you get to a track day and it starts raining, maybe you want to continue lapping. So for that purpose, we've developed a new tire with Michelin based on the Pilot Sport S5, specifically for the GT3 RS. They're not on this particular car, but we do have them. And that tire is specifically designed to work in cooler temperatures, in wet weather, and it really has a significant benefit when you're driving the car at those temps. So if you're doing a wet track day, that would be the tire of choice for the car. And hey, if you have a great rain tire with this amount of downforce, that can still be a lot of fun.
It can still be fast.
And with the different adjustability in the diff and everything, that can be a lot of fun.
I'm not sure if you've ever done this, like on a wet track day. It's like your driving line is not the same. So you're trying to find,
We're usually driving where the grip isn't, because the rubber isn't there to be slippery.
Yep, he knows.
Yep.
Perfect.
So that's just another offer that we have for people that happen to have a GT3 RS and are maybe using it more on the road, or thinking about these kind of environments, driving in that type of weather more, or they have to because that's just the season they live in, where they live. Then that's available as well.
Perfect. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time to go around the vehicle. It's fun chatting to an enthusiast who's part of the brand, because you actually know what you're talking about, and it's engaging and fun. So I really appreciate it. Hope to see more with the GT3 RS MR. And one last final question. Have they announced pricing yet for the MR edition?
Yes. Yeah. So the kit is available through certified Manthey partners, Porsche centers that are Manthey certified, and it's about $110,000, $115,000. Similar for the GT2 RS the kit. And then there's obviously the kit for the GT3 and GT4 RS as well.
Well, perfect. Thank you again, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below.